Hello everyone, welcome to another interesting episode of Munches and Thoughts. My name is Phathanani, I am your chef. I am not alone today. Of course, lately I've got handsome guys in the kitchen. Darling, please introduce yourself. Who are you, where are you from, and what's special about you?
Yes, my name is Tankiso Lesofe. I'm from SLL Incorporated, Lesofe, Sepetula Lesofe, Lichuti Incorporated. We are based in Pretoria Central, 101 Burial Lane. We also have an office in Mafikeng.
Okay, yes. There's money.
Yes, okay. We are attorneys. We are specializing in the field of divorce, maintenance, road accident fund, criminal law. We also do a lot of bits and bits of everything. So we actually do everything in law.
Oh wow.
Yes.
The interesting part that today we will be discussing divorce, spousal maintenance, as well as children maintenance. I'm sure you are ready to explain exactly what is this animal that we'll be talking about, because I'm sure my viewers, they are looking forward to hear from you. Yes, so, yes. You know what, ne? Okay, to say thank you, I decided to prepare something. It's chops. I'm just gonna pan grill them, as well as imesh and our carrots. So everything is in the fridge. I'm gonna take it there. But you know what? While I'm busy cooking or doing this beautiful meal that I'm gonna do for you, can you please give us an overview? What is this divorce, children maintenance, as well as spousal maintenance? What is it exactly? Like an overview before we go far.
Okay, guys. Basically, we all know that two people will enter into a marriage, and that is the starting point. They either get into a marriage by way of customary or civil, meaning that there are different regimes. We have your out of community property with accrual. We have in community of property. We have total out. So basically,
I love the total out. I don't know what is that, but it's okay. Get on.
Yes. Then what happened is that these two people living together, now they no longer want each other. You understand?
Okay.
And divorce can come into two ways. There's also divorce by death.
Oh,
yes.
Divorce can come in two ways.
Yeah.
There's divorce by death as well as divorce by living. I don't know.
Yeah, the normal divorce when two people no longer want each other.
Like maintenance now, because divorce is sabuyela,
yes.
And yes. So like overview maintenance. What is maintenance? Who qualify for maintenance? What's going on?
Okay, maintenance is provided for by the Constitution. In terms of the children, when I'm talking about child maintenance, Section 28 provides that every child needs to be taken care of. Yes, I'm just summarizing it, but the Constitution provides for that.
Oh, okay.
And then for the maintenance. And meaning that as a parent, whether it's you, your cousin, whoever can take care of that child, as long as they have the duty to take care of that child.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. You don't need to take everything, darling. Remember, we still have a long day, me and you. But don't worry, go deep and deep. As you all know, that's good. In this kitchen, we talk things, we discuss things. Yes. So you know what, Nick? Let's just cook so that we'll be able to talk while the food is busy, and then we eat.
Yeah,
great stuff. You can grab whatever.
I can see here you've placed your lamb chops and oil and peppers. So I just wanted to know what are you preparing?
You know, you're a simple man.
Yeah.
I believe. I'm not simple. So I'm just gonna use the black pepper.
Yeah.
For my lamb chops, so it's black pepper and salt. I love it mixed. We're not gonna put a lot of things. And then this is my olive oil and my butter. I'm gonna put it there. So I'm gonna pan roast them. This is in my roasting pan. So now as I am doing that for you. Okay. So while I'm busy there,
Yes.
Tell me, you did mention the divorce and you did mention the children. Now, can you tell me about the spousal?
Okay. Basically, spousal maintenance, it's not a must, basically, to maintain a spouse, but circumstances may arise that...
Okay, you're saying it's not a must?
It's not a must for spousal maintenance.
Okay.
Yes.
So, if someone asks, I need you to support me, I need maintenance,
but let me start by saying, during the process of a divorce, normally what will happen, the court on circumstances before the court, there must be an application brought pending litigation.
Okay.
There can be maintenance pending litigation, that of minor children or the wife, depending.
Minor children.
Or the wife, while the divorce process is ongoing.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay. Thank you so much. So now, this is interesting. It's going where I want. So, divorce now.
Yes.
Remember I said to you,
yes.
Can you go back there now?
Yes.
Just go in now. Go deeper now. Let them, I'm sure they are waiting to hear, because remember, divorce rate is high now.
Yes.
So can we just, what's the cause of divorce exactly? Why? You mentioned earlier on that those are the things that you deal with,
yes,
to name the few.
Yes.
So I'm sure you met a lot of clients that are going through divorce. So can you just give my viewers, I'm sure you guys are ready, just give them like, okay, what is it? I'm sure you also study those people when they come. It's like when you're going to a doctor. A doctor, of course, will inject you and diagnose you, whatever that they call it. Yes. So your knowledge while you are in this career that you are in, can you just give us exactly like the information, the little information that you know, what's the cause? Like, yes, I'm sure there are a lot of causes that's divorce, but I'm sure since you dealt with a lot of clients, you can just name a few or just give us, don't mind me.
Okay. Yes, basically, when we talk about divorce, I'm coming again to say two people, they are married, now they no longer want each other. Remember, what brought them together is love, meaning that the reason why they are divorcing is because they no longer love each other.
Okay.
Each and every person or party, they have their own reasons. Some can be financial issues, some can be cheating. It depends on each and every.
Can be financial issues.
Yes.
And of course, cheating.
Yes.
Okay.
Cheating.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. There are communication also. You find out parties. There's a problem with communication. They no longer have communication. Then it makes them to separate because they no longer agree on certain things. You understand? So basically divorce, when people divorce actually, there are a lot of things that happen, that are involved, yes. So I can also say, again, in terms of the divorce itself, when you go to court, there's a process. It's not an easy process. When people get married, it's easy.
No, I wanted to come there when I take this on the why? Because why I'm asking. Remember that yes, you are here, and I do research as well before the guest. Whatever topic that I'm in Kulumangari, just to know, because I don't want you to come here and then you talk alone.
Yes.
So, why umshado it's easy.
Yeah.
And I don't think umshado is expensive than divorce.
Yeah. You're
quite
why?
Right.
Look, the process, it's not that it's expensive.
Okay.
Basically.
But I think it's expensive if it's consuming your time.
Yes,
and
you can say that.
And
yes.
Everything.
Basically the process, it's not that complex.
Okay.
Yes, it depends with the regime again. But however, if you are married in community of property, obviously when we do the divorce, you'll have to, if the other spouse bring a claim, want to claim against your the what you call the estate or the assets, their assets, yes.
Okay.
So basically, one will say, I want my 50% share, meaning want to share everything. Remember, in community, it's 50-50 of everything, including your pension fund. So in most cases, when we say it's expensive, now,
because all these things that are involved, because masashadana,
yes.
I've never 50-50.
Yes.
And then now, the problem is divorce. And then tell me, sometimes you find people kill each other.
Yes.
Because of divorce.
Yes.
Sometimes you find people sebe admitted kuma mental institution because of divorce.
Yes.
Sometimes you find people bangasazazi ukuthi kahle kahle gangi Phathanani but manje angisazazi. I know you are not a doctor.
Yes.
But I'm asking this question because you deal with these cases.
Yes.
And I'm sure you sometimes you sit with them and counsel them.
You know, the sad part about the whole thing is that, like you mentioned, look, I meet someone who does not have anything. And then we get married today in community of property. Obviously, that person is going to share half of everything that you worked hard for. So, as a man or as a woman, mentally, it's going to destroy you. You understand? And it's there. We know most of the mental institutions, they are filled with people who actually are divorced because they can't take the emotion of being divorced. You understand?
Yeah.
So basically, again, divorce and spousal maintenance and maintenance of the children, they actually more or less intertwine. But with spousal maintenance, basically is, let's make an example. I marry you, and for an example, when I marry you, you had your matric only. And now I say to you, no, don't go to school, don't look for work, I will support you. I'll do everything for you. So now what happened is that when you decide now to divorce me, let's say the lady is 50 years now.
50 years old?
Yes.
Okay.
The only thing that she knows is the money coming from the husband, nothing else. So what happened then is, on those circumstances, the court may, if it's satisfied, they may grant an order for spousal maintenance, maybe for that remaining 10 years or 3 years, depending on the court, if they are satisfied. You understand?
Now, I'm getting lost. So tell me, so there are higher possibilities that the court may not grant the spousal support.
From the example I just said, the chances are there.
Yes.
It's like I started before, I said it's not a must.
Yes, that's why I'm asking. Because I'm going back what
if you are working, for an example, if you are educated and you are still young, why would you, and you are very, at the point whereby you can look for work, yes, why would you get a spousal maintenance?
You'll never know, but can I ask you something? Okay, what if you are, okay, the court granted the spousal support.
Yes.
And then now, maybe I was not working, or I didn't have anyone.
Yes.
And then I found someone who loves me and who supports me, but we are not married.
Yes.
Are they gonna take that support away from me, or they gonna keep it? If the court granted.
Yes, remember the court, the person, if he finds out that the other spouse, ex-spouse, is being supported by someone, they may approach the court. And even they have to provide proof for that. Remember, they must have proof that that person is being maintained. Somewhere. And then what they can do, there's a difference between maintenance and support.
Okay.
Because you being supported by that person due to whatever factors. Now with maintenance, again,
Yeah.
Like, to answer your question, the court may grant or they will do a rescission of that order you have
Okay.
made.
Okay.
You understand? Or variation. You go and do variation or rescission for the order granted. But now it's going to be variation. Now you are telling the court to say, look, this person status has changed. Someone is maintaining her, is giving her money. Why will I still continue to maintain her when she's actually being maintained elsewhere? You understand?
Okay. Wow. Babugeli Emakaya, namhlanje I am learning a lot from this gentleman. You know what then? You are educating me.
Yes.
And I'm sure the viewers as well are being educated by you today.
Yes.
This is a very interesting topic and sensitive at the same time. What you've just explained now, it's information like when you said, yes, the court might grant or not.
Yes.
So now, tell me, amadoda, if mina nawe sishadile with the like I'm a man
Same sex.
married to not that the same sex,
Okay.
the opposite, but I'm trying to go to a man married to a woman, and then a man was working, both of them, and then it's happened that a man lose his job. Then the person now who's the provider in the house, it's a woman.
Yes.
And then they divorce.
Yes.
Can a man apply for a maintenance as well?
Remember, from the example that I made, this person already, he has experience of working.
Yeah.
So, on that grounds, the court will still say, you have an experience.
Yeah.
You've been working before. So you can go and look for a job. Unless otherwise this person is old and maybe it's been a long time he's not been working. But if it was a sudden, I mean, from the facts.
But now, Tankiso, you know, job opportunities in our country asleep, Joe. And then now I'm...
No. Remember, the duty to support cannot just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You must prove that this person has been supporting you all the time. So you cannot just because you lost your job, this person was supporting you. You understand?
Okay, I hear you. So now I want us to go, because now I think we're talking about the spousal now.
Yes.
Now I want us to go to the children as well and go back to divorce again, because I still have a lot of questions.
Yes.
But now, because I want us to move from spousal, what advice you can give the viewers at home, whoever that is watching, on that spousal maintenance?
Okay.
Like, I want you to tell them, to be honest with them, because remember, these people are learning from you.
Yes.
Remember, these people, they need assistance. So what advice you can give them, please, on that one?
Okay. For spousal maintenance, remember, like I said before, you can also claim there's what we call Maintenance of the Surviving Spouse Act.
Okay.
Yes. What happens is that if the other spouse is deceased and you actually, he was the only person supporting you at the time when you were both married. So what happened is that you will have to make a claim against the estate.
Oh, so
Yes.
so on that one, I want to talk about, there's no divorce, but there's a disease.
There's disease. Again,
Okay.
it's determined by, again, remember, this person might have done a will. Okay? That person might have done a will, which will was supposed to actually be in favor of you. So it's there's a possibility. Again, we go back. If that person was maintaining you before death, the court is going to take into account all the factors that you bring before court to say he was doing all these things. We've been married for this so many years. Your age also and all that. But now, on that one, as long as you can show that there was a duty to support from the other person.
So if there's nothing to show, forget.
There's no maintenance. If you are working, you've been earning more than him, how do you prove that he was maintaining you?
So it's not just pap and
It's not an easy way to say, I'm going to claim against the estate. But a girlfriend can also claim.
I want, hey, I wanted to come there. Girlfriend.
Yeah, a girlfriend.
What's going on?
Yes, it goes back to you providing proof to court that this person, he was busy maintaining me. If this person can show that.
Thank you so. But now, what if this person that I'm joining with has a wife?
Yes.
I can still come and claim no
Maintenance, yes. I gotta remember this person. If you are at school or you are staying somewhere, he pays your rent, he buys you food, everything.
But now you see why people like buy a flower left and right, and why? Hey.
You can prove. Remember, you have proof. You can prove it. You have proof. You have all the receipt, the bank statements, everything. That shows that this person has been paying all these things for you.
So basically, what you're saying to my viewers, Guti, you just need to have proof.
Yes, proof. Court deal with proof. Proof can be not only the papers and everything.
Yes.
It can also be affidavits from your family members, for an example, or people who knows him, people who are close, who can testify before court to say, we know this person. He's been maintaining this person.
Wow.
I guess some people, sorry for that, some people are clever. They will give a person money in order to avoid the whole situation. They will just give them money in cash to
avoid.
Yes, but now if her friends and other people are aware of that, obviously they can make affidavit.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Mrs. Welege babugini bami echaza ukuthi court it deals with proof. If there is no proof, forget. And he did mention that proof can be also an affidavit, right? Or like a family member come and testify. I know that Phathanani was supporting somebody. You can call it. So you know what? I think we must park this one, and then we're gonna go to children as well as a divorce.
Okay.
How is that?
No, it's okay.
Lovely. I think I must open. Oh, guys, I'm having Ikoni wine. Koni is a good friend of mine. He is sponsoring this episode. This wine is beautiful, guys. We are having Pinotage now, 2018. How is it? I know you're about to finish yours.
No, it's very nice. I enjoy it.
I know I drink a lot, guys. So, okay, it's empty. So, how is it? How can you rate Koni?
No. It's nice. Basically, this is not the first time I'm drinking Koni.
Oh, Koni, you are well-known guy.
Yes,
thank you. Let me.
It's a very good and nice one.
So yeah, I'm done now because I wanted to finish the cooking.
Yes.
So that we eat. Remember, I'm still a chef. So tell me, you must taste it.
Yeah,
Let's
your
taste
food,
it.
your food is.
Let's taste it before you say anything, honey. Let's taste it. This food, it's like you.
It's mouth watering, eh?
Yummy.
Yummy.
Okay.
Yes. Wow. It's nice, eh? Very nice. Very
Thank you so
nice.
much.
Out of
So now-
10, 10.
10! So now let's go back. Business of the day.
Yes.
I wrote something here. Okay, you already mentioned like the reasons of a divorce.
Yes.
How long does a divorce take in our country? If someone divorces, like normally, how long?
Okay. Normally, we do it less than 3 months.
Okay.
Yes, depending on the other party, because if the other party doesn't oppose, like defend, then the process becomes faster. If the other party does defend, then it takes a little bit longer, depending on the circumstances why maybe they don't want us to settle. Because remember, when you divorce, when you oppose, we must do what we call a settlement agreement. You can even do that even when you are not opposing. What happens is that the divorce itself, it does not take long. The only time when it takes long, it's when the other party is dragging it, because they will appoint their own attorneys, of which maybe we'll say we want 50% of everything, and then whatever, and then maybe they will decide to drag it. For whatever reason.
When they drag it, how long does it take?
Sometimes it can even take more than a year. And the more you drag it, the more expensive it becomes. Remember, Kere, when for an example, if you oppose or defend, you don't oppose or you don't defend, we say, look, here's settlement agreement. We cater for you, the wife, and we cater for the children. Remember, for the children, it's very important that each and every settlement where there are minor children, there must be a portion of parental responsibility. Where you will say after the divorce, how the minor children must be actually maintained by both. Remember, the divorce must not actually disrupt that maintenance. Remember, your children, the children must be supported as if there's no divorce.
Oh my goodness.
Their status must be kept the same as if there was no divorce.
Sure.
You understand? That part, if they go to that expensive school, it must be like that.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
The status must not change now there's a divorce. You understand?
Ooh. So now, because remember, anyway, where there's divorce, it's like man.
Yeah.
Man, you understand? Kati kumnandi singela laba restaurant lawa mara mase ngishiya or mase kukubi usa decide ukungisa somewhere where bengazi
maintenance.
So
you see, based on the experience I have with maintenance cases, I've came to realize that parties they actually fight with their spouses through the maintenance. When you look at the face value or on the papers, you can see that whatever that is happening, it's not about the children. It's about these two. You understand? They are using maintenance. For an example, in some cases you'll find out the man is been maintaining the kids, but the ex-wife will actually take him to the maintenance court. For what reason? When he's been doing all the duties. Remember, when there's a divorce and there are kids, the decree of divorce will have a portion for minor children to say children must be maintained maybe as per the settlement agreement. Because the settlement agreement is there. It must be endorsed by a family advocate. Remember, the purpose of the family advocate is to make sure that the responsibilities of the minor children are being taken care of, meaning schooling, parental care, and all those needs for the children.
So tell me, if it happened that the maintenance is not, like the court granted that the maintenance needs to take place, and then the maintenance is not happening,
you remember, if someone default the maintenance, the party who is the applicant, maybe the wife or whoever who's staying with the children, must approach the maintenance court again to say, hey, look, this person has been defaulting. He has not been paying. Then now there's areas on the maintenance. There's what we call areas in maintenance or maintenance areas. So then what will happen is that the court will call the defaulter to come and present this case. Why are you not maintaining? It's not automatic that. Then if the court maybe present this case that I'm no longer working or any other grounds, if they are satisfied, they will say, correct this problem. If he continues, then that's when now they're going to do the emolument order, attachment order, where they'll apply to your work and attach that maintenance directly from your salary, from the salary of the defaulting spouse. You understand? So meaning that the minute you get your salary already, it's deducted. Juk.
Okay, I want to ask you something very, very, very sensitive and important. What if I'm maintaining a child maybe for 15 years?
Yeah.
Then later stage I found out that's not my child. What's going on that? Is my money gonna like I just want to understand that because remember we've got a situation where you find someone has been raising a child or maintaining a child that is not theirs. So I want to understand exactly on that situation, what
we need to ask ourselves, the question first is, did the child, is it, whatever it is, does it have to do with the child?
Wow.
Remember, the child did not ask for all this. Whether the parent lied or anything, it has nothing to do with the child. The child, emotionally, he or she grew knowing the father to be this person. So you can't actually come today and say, I'm no longer continuing to support you because your mother lied. You understand? It means now the child or the father, you have the duty to continue supporting the child. Why would you stop? Because the child knows you as the father. Whatever the mother did, she did it on her own, but the child must continue to be maintained because you've been taking care of her. You understand? There are a lot of cases at maintenance court that are like that, where a father will raise a child for more than 15 years. And just imagine telling a child, I'm not your father, I'm stopping to maintain you. The child has a right to approach either the children's court or the maintenance court.
Or the child's got the right as well.
Yes, she has all the proof to prove that you've been maintaining her.
I'm sorry, this is touching, guys. I need to wipe my face. I'm a crying baby anyway.
Yeah.
If something is touching, yeah. So this is why I asked this question, because we've got a lot of situations, as you just mentioned, that even in maintenance courts and transport, there are situations like this. Because remember, Uguti, the moment we fight, you mentioned we involve kids. Sometimes so this, I wanted to understand this, but you answered me like,
yeah.
I'm sure even my viewers, they heard you.
Yes.
Oh, but you know what, name? A child is a child. If I decided to lie, I should not put that blame to the child.
Yes, you can't.
An innocent child. I really love kids, you know very well.
Yes.
And
it's unfortunately the child has nothing to do with it. The mother has. You can't blame the child for the mother lying. I mean, it is what it is, but the child can claim. If you stop, she can go to maintenance and say, for the past 15 years, he's been maintaining me. There's proof.
Nizwile babukeli bami emakhaya sekachazileke uTankiso lana ekitchen lami nami namhlanje ukuthi umntwana has a right as well to approach the court ukuthi you've been maintaining me for 15 years or 20 years, it depends. Then now why you are stopping? And remember ukuthi whatever, if the mother decided to lie to me as a father, I should not involve kids. And again, can we stop ukuthi silwe ngabantwana bethu? Abantwana bethu, the only thing they need from us is love. Am I wrong?
No, that's what the Constitution says.
That's what the Constitution says.
Yes.
He already mentioned that. You know what, I am so glad that you are here. I am so glad that you mentioned things that are uncomfortable to talk about. And I'm so glad that my viewers are learning from me, because I know I've got beautiful viewers.
Yes.
So yeah, so now, let me check here. I want you to tell me, how is the, okay, I want to go back to spousal. How is the spousal support calculated as well as the children? Do you have any idea how do they calculate it, the court? He is laughing at me.
Remember,
Yeah.
for any claim you bring before court,
Yeah.
it depends on what you provide to court as to how much this person was actually maintaining you. You understand? So, for an example, with regard to the children, if you are divorced and you are staying with the children, okay. So what will happen is that, let's say this person is no longer maintaining the children. So you can prove to court that, for an example, how much you paid for clothing, how much, if you bought a house or you renting, how they can calculate it. There's a formula that they use at maintenance court to calculate. If it's one child, they will calculate or share high go the house, how much it will be for the rent, yes. Okay. If it's petrol, you are taking the child to school, from school and out of, from, and yes. They will calculate it. Full tank, from full tank, let's say you say 900. From 900, they will calculate how much is the portion of the child. So the calculation is based on what you provide to actually the maintenance court. Then the court will be the one that determines how much is the child will be entitled. You will have to pay for maintenance based on what? On what you would have given to the court. Akare, you have all the receipt, you have everything to prove that this child, patala this much. This child, ki berikisa petrol much. O rekile phone, data ke boka. All the stationery ke boka and all that.
So you don't just come and say,
no,
give me, I want the maintenance for 5,000.
No.
Because let's not lie, that's what's happening now. People, they will like,
no,
like
but
social media. No. Me now, if you not 10,000 maintenance, this and this and this and this. So there is a formula that says.
Remember, you can say I want 10,000, but you still have to prove that 10,000. How did you came about the 10,000? Like I'm saying, you are paying, for an example, if you are paying for school fees 2,000 per month, there is a proof. Clothing, if you buy clothing per month, food, everything that you provide to the child per month. You can show costs, or every month this is what I spend. Nah. Then you have to apportion to the father. Remember, if you are two, the father must pay 50%. If the father earns more than you, he has to pay 60-40, depending what the court says. We also have to look at affordability. If this person does afford to maintain to that capacity. Wow. You understand? You cannot say I'm not working, but you want me to provide for 10,000 when I don't even have 1,000.
Oh, Tankiso, thank you so much.
Yes.
But it's all about affordability. There is no way you come to me and say, I want 5,000, but I don't even have 1,000. How are you expecting me to maintain or to be able to give or to afford? Because honestly, money, like, yes, I want the best for my child, but if I don't have, honestly, I think we need to get to a point where we understand.
Yes, but another thing is that one thing I want to tell the viewers is that the fact that you are not working, remember, you might be having the grandmother to the children.
Okay.
That maybe is working.
Okay.
So why can't the grandmother assist you to support the child if she's able? You understand? Or the immediate family, if that immediate family is able. You can't say, I can't at all. When there is a grandmother, remember the grandmother is also the mother to those children. Yes. So you can also say, grandmother, please assist me to also, if you are a real caring father, assist me to maintain my children while I'm still looking for a job or something, of which is fair enough. But you can't cry foul and say, no, I'm not working, I can't. When in fact you eat, you sleep, you can't say your children cannot.
You drink wine.
Yeah, you are drinking wine, you are doing this, but you sleep well, but your children, you don't even know what's happening to them. It means you'll have to go and ask help from your family members to assist you.
This is a very sensitive issue, if you've noticed, because honestly, the point that you are mentioning are very, very important.
Yeah.
So it's all about being a responsible person.
Yes.
It doesn't matter whether you're working or not. At the end, it's going back to people that are working, who's got kids living with their partners. There is no way when the child will come and say to you, Papa, there's no milk. Like, you need to find ways to get that milk. You need to find ways to get the bread. Because at the end, it's going back. You know, these things are linking. When you mentioned the kids, and I would say we should stop using kids when we are fighting. It's going back there. Like, there is no way. The kids, they need us to protect them. They need us to love them. They need us to be there for them. They need us to provide for them. Because they are young. Like, the moment I'm bringing my problems to them, what am I expecting this child?
Yes. Remember, this duty, it's not something that automatically when the child is born, as a parent, you have the responsibility and constitutional duty to take care of the child. You understand? So what do I mean when I say that? Some parents, they think when you have a child, maybe your parents must look after your children. Emotional, being there for a child is more than monetary. Yes. You can be there to provide emotional support for your child. Money is not, or material, it's not only the things that you can use to actually support your child. Emotionally support, it's more than monetary, because your child, if there's a sporting activity, you are there. If she goes to church, you are there, and all those things, you are there. First day of crèche, you are there. First day of school, they will never forget you as their father. To say, you, my father, has been there, even if he does not have anything. So again, it's not the matter of law. It's what we call Ubuntu. You must have Ubuntu from within you.
Wow, Tankiso, you know what, man? Before I close, I just want, before I will ask that one. You know what, man? Your wife is lucky to have a husband like you.
I love my kids. Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm saying this because you just mentioned very important points now.
Yeah.
That's what I always say to my kids.
Yeah.
And even to my friends. That money, it's money.
Yeah.
Material.
Yes.
Are materials.
Yes.
The most important thing, just give me love.
Support.
Just
love.
Give me support. Just give me. That's why even when I need someone, the only thing I want from that person is like attention and communication. Nothing more. And very important points that he mentioned. I picked there and there, but the most one that they stood out for me. Just give them love. Just give them support. Just give them attention. Just be there for them. And I also mentioned that the wife is a lucky woman to have him.
Yeah.
Lovey, you know what? We need to close the show. We've been talking. One day I'll have you again to go further, because honestly, you had a lot to say. Yes. But before we close, I want you to tell me, what are the spousal rights? Like, if yes, you spoke about maintenance of a spouse and the kids, like rights of, like, I need to say and then you decide to divorce me, or I decide to divorce you. Do, like, the rights that I have as the spousal that is being divorced, or maybe if we decide to divorce both of us, like both of them, it can be a male or a female, the rights that I have. You remember we spoke about law and everything, like the rights. You understand better, everyone. It's like you are innocent until you are proven guilty.
So, if I understand you, if we divorce, isn't it the other spouse, either of the spouses, they want freedom?
Yes.
Yes, their own freedom. So you no longer, you already assume the right to your own freedom.
Yeah.
Now you can do whatever you want,
Yes.
especially with a clean break. Remember, a clean break, it's one of those marriages, a divorce that is clean. You're not fighting, everyone keeps their whatever, and you know, but you can, if you divorce, you have a right to claim, obviously, from the other party.
Okay.
You already mentioned that.
Okay.
You have a right if you are married in community.
Okay.
I did not touch part of out of community and with accrual. Remember, with accrual, it's more or less the same as in community, but it's not the same. With accrual, when we enter into a marriage, we do what we call an antenuptial contract before the marriage. Then we bring all our assets. We say, these are the things that I bring into the marriage, or I don't bring them because I bought a house. I don't want the house to become part of this marriage. Then whatever accrues from the marriage, we are going to share 50-50. That's what accrual means. Remember, 50% comes in this way. You come with 1 million. I get it? I come with 5 million. We're going to share, it's unfair. We're going to share 50% of your 1 million. We're going to share 50% of my 5 million. You see, it's not fair.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But now we need to close this show. So thank you so much for your time. I'm grateful to have friends like you guys.
Yes.
Who always come when I make a call.
Yes.
I believe that's my viewers. They already
Yes.
learned a lot. So now before we close, what advice you can give the viewers overall and where they can get you?
Okay.
All those kind of things. Maybe the website, the phone number, and etc.
Yes. Again, I would like to thank you for inviting me into this program. And it means a lot to me and my company. I want to say to viewers, they need to always make sure that they research about the law and everything. Yes, it's very important that, especially women, they know these things. Because yesterday alone, I was at the school in Sunrise. When I was doing the career guidance, I was amused by the fact that when I asked the children, the grade 12s, do they know what is the Constitution? They were like, what is that? So it goes back to say, if people, they do not know their rights, it means people will enter into marriages without understanding or what is in community of property, what in community of property entails, what out and all that. They just get married for the sake of getting married. What are the disadvantages? What happens after? If we want to divorce, what happens to our children and not? You find there at maintenance, there are a lot of kids. They are waiting in queues for what? For maintenance. Because the parents did not actually do a due diligence when they got married to make sure that they protect their children as it is required by the Constitution. So we are available at Central in Pretoria. Central, our office is 101 Randbell Towers, Bury Lane. It's in Pretoria. They can contact me directly on my line, 071 640 5263.
Can you repeat that number again?
071 640 5263. We will be at your service. Exhaust us, we will assist you, especially with regard to this kind of issues, because they are close to our hearts. You understand? It's a family law issue. You understand? So maybe one day you'll invite me.
Yes,
I will actually
invite you one day.
Yes, I will actually unpack everything with regard to divorce, maintenance law, and this time when I come, I will make sure that I educate your viewers very well.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I would love that. Ladies and gentlemen, but unfortunately right now we are leaving you. We'll see you again on another episode of Images and Thoughts. Of course, I am Chef Phathanani, and goodbye.